Oh, Bert stretch. Oh yeah, that's a good weld. That's a good weld right there. So you go wide open throttle. Wow! Paste, weld, more weld. Yay! What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're gonna make this steering wheel permanent. Today's project, as you can see, is a steering wheel and brakes and pedals. Yeah, pretty excited. Might as well get at it, will we? See, in our last episode, we're working on the front end. We got the steering box mounted and we're working at this, and we got this box made up. Since then, I was trying to figure out how to make this steering wheel work and not look so crappy, we'll say, and have enough room for the pedals. The way it was configured, it wasn't gonna work. And so I've already spent a bit of time and took this piece that was here. It was hitting in too many places and it was very awkward, and it wasn't working. So I took it off. I took this off, and this is way cleaner. Get rid of a bunch of the wires. This is kind of where it's going to sit. So I need to make a bracket from here. In turn, I should mention I didn't have to make this as big now, but anyways, I make a bracket from here to the steering wheel to hold the steering wheel up, and also the bracket will hold this somewhere like this. So it'll be one bracket. That'll give me room for the clutch pedal. So we're gonna get working away that, and in turn, I may have to move some of this to have room for the brakes, which will get complicated because of the frame. So I could, thinking, leave this here and cut here and across and lay that down to here or more. I may have to cut it and around this frame even to bring that down, and then build a piece in to lay this a little flatter. It's just kind of uncomfortable, even with the smaller seat back the way it is, to have enough room for this, that you're not sitting there with your leg. I don't know how to explain that without getting into it, without having your leg up like that. Yeah, I should probably just get in it and show you. But so that's the plan. So right now, first I need to think about how this is gonna work. I'll probably use like 1-inch square tubing and make a bracket around a drop. I was gonna use this bracket, it's already made, but it's a completely wrong angle. I could bend it, but I might just make something new. So yeah, that's kind of today's project, is to get that done. And yeah, that's gonna be a lot of work. So no matter what, by the end of this video, we will have the steering wheel mounted solid and brakes, clutch, and hopefully throttle pedal installed. Yes, let's go to work. This should be fun. Let's get at it, shall we? got an idea of here what we're doing. This works pretty minty. I was gonna do like this fancy angle thing over here, and I'm like, well, that's simple and adjustable because you got side to side and you can move it in and out because it was already slotted. You see, I almost welded it, and I sat in it, made sure it was square, and then I got looking, and the shaft was here. So I'm like, well, that's not gonna work. So then I had to retrofit, we'll call it, the original hole I had to get it to come more on an angle. So the steering wheel, when you sit in it, you can see from here. Can you? Yeah. The whole steering wheel is on a little angle. That's kind of what we have to do to make it clear there to go to the front. So no big deal. No big deal. When you sit in the seat, you don't even notice that it's on the angle. So I'm not gonna worry about it. So then I'm like, well, we're gonna mount the pedals. So the pedals have, there's a flat spot on this, which would weld up nice on there. Then I remember I cut this off, so I was gonna get this square, take a bit out of this, square this, and square this one. And we'll see what the length is like on that. I might take a bit out of this because they are plenty long. And then get some vice grips and kind of clamp them in place onto here. And see, but right now, with the way that's set, they're pretty wide. So your clutch is like here, and your brakes over here. It doesn't give you room for your throttle. So we may have to reinvent that whole system and somehow put the clutch and the brake, I don't know, more on this side, maybe all on one side, and a throttle over there. So, which I wonder if you could do if you took this apart and flip this around. Yeah. And then hanging off the one side, maybe. Anyways, yeah, that's where we're at. Bog knee ripping hurt. That turned out pretty good. So I think that'll be, get that weld solid. It'll be super beefy, all the beef for the steering wheel. And I could, when we get this on there, I could put some gussets in if need to. But yeah, let's get working on this, shall we? Hey, well, you can see me playing around with some ideas here now that I have this in here. So I was trying to come off this piece. I'm like, I don't know, it's gonna be strong enough. And then I'm like, well, frick, this piece is already on here. So I drilled a couple holes, as you see. And then there's room enough for the nut to still bolt onto there. So I made that piece. Should be lots beefy. Then I sit in there and I'm like, to be comfortable, if you hit the brake, your knee basically hits the steering wheel. So I had cut this off, which allowed me to flip it around. But now that I'm not underneath the steering wheel, I think I'm gonna move it back around. And I just have a tack there. So that should move the brake here, right beside the throttle. And then your clutch is nice because your leg is on the other side of the steering wheel. So you have lots of room to move your clutch in and in. So that's pretty minty, and I think that'll fix that if I can get this back out again without taking that tack off. Would be real handy, which I'm not sure is gonna be possible, but we will try. And then yeah, so I can flip this around, and then that'll make it, I think, over there more. And then handy, that's just sitting there. This will be kind of something like this. This may have to build a block for that to go on. Not a huge deal, just more steel. Anyways, I'm gonna take these bolts off and pull this apart. See if I can flip that around without taking this tack off. And then we'll see how that feels. If that feels really good, then we'll weld this and this. There, got that flipped around. It actually took like 2 seconds. And it does miss the steering column by like, not even a quarter inch. But there's clutch, there's brake, that feels really comfy. And throttle, oh shit, bring that down. Throttle will be there, brake. Yeah, I think we're on the right step here. It's turning out pretty good. I was not sure how this was gonna go at all, and happy with it. So, yep, it's well done. Well done. Okay, well, we got that all welded in solid. This is tight. She is like all the beef. Steering wheel is in solid. It's not bolted tight, but I ain't going nowhere. And then I finished up welding up this box. Ooh, oh, she's spicy. That side's the best side. Let's see that. Oh, we're stretch. Oh yeah, that's a good weld. That's a good weld right there. Yep, this all cleared nicely. It's like in the brake booster, that'll work fine because now it's gonna be a little on an angle. But we can put it out here somewhere. I might go back to the tracker and see if the brake booster is a little smaller. But now we're gonna make up a template to create an angle for here. Make a little box somehow of some sort. And also a weld in there. It's a big gap though. It's gonna suck. Anywho, and grind this off. But I was thinking like cover this in somehow would be kind of neat, but I don't know. Need a dash. Need a dash. What do you think about a dash? Do we need a dash? Or leave it just fully exposed? Drop a comment. What do you think? Try and make a dash and clean this up, tidy it, like hide it. They can make a glove box over there for some more stuff. Let me know what you think. For now, yeah, let's get some cardboard and we'll make up a little template for this beefy little unit right here. It's actually not beefy at all. It's quite tin, absolute tin, but yeah. So you go wide open throttle. Wow! Just like that. There's. Yes, sir. Okay, cardboard. Cut, paste, weld, more weld. Yay! that took way too long. Frustrations were running high. But we have 3 pedals. I know they look far apart, but when it's sitting in, it's really not that bad. Made this mount, totally was going here. I totally changed it. I couldn't get comfortable. I'm still not comfortable. I'm gonna, now this is in there. I'm gonna clamp this down and bend this. So when it's wide open, this is right on the floor. Then when it's up, it will gain, what, an inch or more of it being flat. So I'm gonna do that still, but that gives us just enough room. I use this bungee cord here to replicate things. It's a bit spongy, like it would be. And that's a, yeah, wow, that was a hard, what a dumb thing, but it's so freaking hard to figure that out, to be comfortable. Whew. Anyways, I'm pretty happy with how this all turned out. Like, this is kind of done. It needs all just hooked up now, so, which is, I have no idea how we're gonna do all that. Anyways, we'll have to figure that out. Same as everything else. We just keep working away and figure it out as you go. So that's gonna be it for this video. Long enough. Got a lot done. Got a lot done in not too long of a time. It was only 6-7 hours putting that in. So not too bad. It's a lot of angulation and figuring and sitting and making sure it all clears. But pretty happy with how that turned out. Battery box, gonna make a battery box. Gotta make a mount for ECU, which should run, I'm not sure how we'll do that. Unplug it maybe? It should run into here to fit on the firewall, so it's out of the mud and water. But oh my god, look at that steering wheel. That looks so freaking sick. Anyways, that's it. Yes. Again, appreciate you guys tuning in. Any comments, drop them below. Good, bad, whatever. Give it a big old thumbs up, please. And we'll fucking see you later.